He called me the waiter at my daughter's wedding. Then someone yelled what I really am. At my own daughter's wedding, my new son-in-law raised his glass, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "And this lovely lady? She's just the waiter." Everyone laughed. Seconds later, someone in the crowd screamed, "She's on TV." And just like that, he dropped his champagne. But that was just the beginning of his humiliation. I wasn't wearing designer. I didn't flash diamonds. I wore a simple dress, hair pulled back, quiet, observant. That's how I've always been. The wedding was stunning, expensive, lavish, and I paid for none of it. My daughter wanted the fairy tale, and her groom wanted the spotlight. He always saw me as old-fashioned. His own parents were cold to me too, thinking I was some small-town nobody with no pedigree. I didn't mind. I'm not here to impress. But when Ethan clinked his glass and said, "And let's not forget the one who kept our glasses full tonight, my beautiful mother-in-law, who's clearly moonlighting as the waiter," laughter echoed. My daughter looked away, embarrassed. I simply smiled, because I knew something they didn't. Before retirement, I was an international investigative journalist, Emmy Award-winning. My exposures brought down corrupt CEOs, criminal politicians, you name it. But after I left that life, I stayed quiet, wrote books under a pen name, lived modestly. Except one of my documentaries, The Groom Who Lied, had recently been added to a popular streaming platform. Millions were watching it, including one of the wedding guests. Right after Ethan's "waiter" comment, a young woman gasped and shouted, "Wait, she's on TV. That's Eleanor Stone." The room went dead silent. All eyes turned to me. Ethan blinked, confused. "Who?" Another guest pulled out their phone, typing furiously. Then came the gasps. "She exposed that senator in D.C. Didn't she go undercover in Eastern Europe? Wait, her book was a bestseller." Ethan turned pale. His glass slipped from his fingers and shattered on the floor. But here's the part he'll never forget. I pulled a small envelope from my purse and handed it to him. "Since you enjoy public performances, I thought I'd return the favor." Inside, photos and records. You see, a few weeks before the wedding, I had done some digging. Old habits die hard. I found out Ethan had been siphoning money from his tech startup, hiding it in crypto wallets under fake names. Even worse, he'd signed a prenup that voids everything if he's ever caught in fraud. Guess who had just CC'd her lawyer with the evidence? My daughter stared at him, devastated. The crowd turned from admiration to disgust. He tried to speak. I just sipped my champagne and walked away. If you've ever been underestimated, overlooked, or laughed at, this channel is for you. Subscribe for more real stories that prove age doesn't dull your edge. Silence doesn't mean weakness. And revenge, sometimes it's best served after dessert.